In this video, I'm going to show you how to absolutely supercharge your ChatGPT to become the best content creation expert you could possibly hire. And we're going to do it with just a couple simple prompts and one homework piece that I'm going to give you everything for in this video. If you've been on the internet for any amount of time, you've probably seen this guy, Russell Brunson, and his book, Expert Secrets. It's part of a trilogy, and thousands of offer owners have used this to generate hundreds of millions, probably billions of dollars online. But in the past, it would take months, sometimes years, for offer owners to develop these stories, hone their craft, and infuse it into their content in a way that actually generated clients. Now with AI, we can do that in one simple work session. So let's hop into it. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this using dictation on Google Docs and these ChatGPT prompts plus worksheet that I'm going to give you. You can sit down this weekend, you can build this out for yourself, and in no time, you'll have a $20,000 content team for absolutely free. So let's hop into it. Little case work first. Inside of your Google Drive, you're just going to open this up. You're going to go over to your help. You're going to search the menu and you're going to write voice typing, right? You can see here, you can click on this. It's going to pop this up. This little window right here is going to allow you to click to speak. All you have to do is click this button and your words will start popping up. It looks like this. Hey, I'm going to be writing my entire life story from prompts to allow you to create a transcript that I'm going to be able to upload to my ChatGPT to carve out all of my offer messaging from here on out. Don't worry about typos. Don't worry about editing this. Let this thing run in the background while we build this out. So you might be asking yourself, what should we be plugging into this? Well, I've gone ahead and I've created this. This is our proprietary life story brain dump. This is a guided PDF that you're going to go through and you're going to speak these answers into your Google Docs, and it's going to create you a transcript that you can then upload to your ChatGPT. We have all of our clients in our mentorship programs do this. It's what allows our clients' ads to perform at a 10x ROAS when other ads simply don't perform or perform at 2 to 3x, because we're able to match their story so detailed with their content. And then anytime a viral piece of content comes out, we simply ask, how can we recreate this story using our life story codex? So let's walk through what this looks like. So number one, the whole idea of this is psychological excavation, right? You're going through your entire life story, everything step by step, meticulously getting it onto paper, into a transcript one time. So that once you've done this once, you don't have to continually reprompt ChatGPT. It will know your whole life story, all the different things it can leverage, reference, or add into content to make your content interesting, unique to you, and actually build your personal brand. So the first piece we're going to do here is the general process, right? This is going to help you extract your origin story, your beliefs, the things that make you you, the level of emotional depth that you tend to go through, and most importantly, the transformation arc. Because if you're selling a transformation, it's really important that people can see that you went through it first, and the depth at which you're able to express that will lead to the depth at which those prospects are willing to go with you in conversations and on calls. So the first chapter, and again, think of these as chapters, and you can do them a chapter at a time. Go and collect your thoughts, grab a drink of water, and do another one. The first chapter is just your identity roots, right? This is like, who are you at the beginning? And the whole goal of this is to just get the idea of who you are as a person settled down, right? Places, things, like common themes that you wouldn't think of, but AI will think of to help you relate to your target audience. These are things like, where did you grow up? What were your parents like? What struggles did you deal with, etc. After this, you're going to go into chapter 2, right? This is your first pain. This kind of marks where you as a offer owner started to go down the path of what eventually became the solution that you're selling today. This is where your avatar gets to match themselves with your starting point. Right. So for you as a fitness coach, this would be like, when did fitness become important in your life? What problem were you trying to solve? What did you hate about how you felt at this time? And again, go deep on these. Don't feel like you have to say it all at once. Just process them, think about them, talk like it's a conversation. The AI is going to be fine at scraping out the goods from this. You getting this into the transcript is what's most important. After that, we dive into the transformation arc. This is going to be the main thing for like your VSLs, your sales calls, a lot of your DM scripts. All of this can be customized for you, for your AI setters or your human setters, for your AI closers or your human closers, and for the copywriting on your web pages. It'll come from this initial transformation arc that you talk about here. Inside of here, we're going to be asking questions like, what was the first real breakthrough you had? What specific actions did you take? What did you do differently than everyone else? This helps you start setting up your S.I.N offer. Again, that's another training. We'll add that here at the end that you can go and watch that next. But when an offer is trying to be presented to cold traffic, it has to be perceived as superior, irresistible, and new for it to actually sell. That's just buyer psychology. And most people ignore this. They focus on the irresistible piece that's very Hormozy style. But superiority and newness and difference are extremely important. You're going to be able to not only position yourself as superior, irresistible, and new, but you're going to be able to do it from this transformation arc. And this is what's going to make it relate to people. So instead of it feeling like you're putting a product in front of them, you're putting a lived experience in front of them that they resonate with, which makes you the logical next step. So going even deeper from this, we move into chapter 4. Here in chapter 4, this is going to be like the failures, the rock bottoms, the things that you went through that you don't want them to have to go through. And that's why you created this thing. It's why it's going to solve their problem. And here we're asking questions like, when did things fall apart? What was your lowest point? What were you afraid of? What almost made you quit? What did you lose in the pursuit of this? All the mistakes that you made that you've now created a solution for that doesn't include those mistakes, that's going to interest them. Then we want to start talking about your philosophy, your belief system. Here's where you really start to build out your personal brand, right? What do you believe that most other people are doing wrong in the industry? What do you believe about discipline, motivation, shortcuts, like the industry itself? Getting your perception on this into your trained AI helps it better craft controversial takes for your content. And then we want to mirror this with your client, which is chapter 6. And so here is like, okay, what does your client believe? What are they insecure about? What they want to admit? This is going to help you start getting your ICA really well defined. It's going to help you match the style of content you're creating with the style of person consuming it so that there's a good product market fit there and the content actually starts to go viral. Again, this is the piece that most coaches skip, but it's the reason why our coaches see their pages growing to hundreds of thousands of followers and their ads converting at 8, 10, 25x ROAS, which is just unheard of. It's because with AI now, you can skip so many of the levels just by doing this first and foremost. Now, after you've done the client mirror, here's where you're going to do your S.I.N offer extraction. Now, if you haven't done this part yet, that's fine. You can stop here and you can keep building this after you've done that. But your S.I.N offer is our proven framework that we use on all of our clients who are over 6 figures and 7 figures to optimize their offer for cold traffic. Again, it's that superior, irresistible, and new framework. Now, you can work on this a little bit here, but ideally you'll want to do the whole build out of the S.I.N offer framework as its own project and then go back in and regurgitate what you've really solidified on here, answering questions like, what do you do better than anyone else? What mistakes, did you make that your clients haven't? What systems did you build to prevent failure? Right? Why are you a level above everybody else, right? Why do you solve things that are root cause issue that other programs just put a Band-Aid on? You want to be seen as the superior option, not a competitive option. That way price doesn't become an issue. Irresistibility is just that value equation. And newness and difference, that's a unique mechanism that you would develop as you go through an offer breakdown through that S.I.N formula. Now in chapter 8, here's where you really want to start to lead in, especially if you've got experience, if you have client testimonials, right? This is talking about like your first client success story, right? Who are the biggest transformations you have, the keystones of your program, the pillars where you're like, yeah, this person is constantly referring people. They're constantly a testimonial that I put out. And then also like, what about clients who they weren't ideal, but they actually stuck it through and they got amazing results and now they're lifelong fans, right? Asking questions like, what clients, do you see that fail? What does long-term success look like under your method? All these things will help potential buyers start to categorize themselves as clients of yours before they've even bought. And then lastly, we want to talk about your vision and your legacy, right? This is kind of the broader thing. This is the brand vision. This is the big overarching mission statement. And I put this last because a lot of times this isn't clear until you've gone through all of this, what really matters, right? And this is going to help you position this as not just you trying to help an individual person. This is you trying to better the world as a whole through this thing you've created from your own lived experience. And it ties it full circle. It goes from I was this person and I had these experiences. It led me to these struggles. It led me to overcoming these struggles, to developing this thing, which led me to get these results for other people, which ultimately wants me to have this impact on the world. It's going to help thousands more people experience this thing that I was able to overcome. It's beautiful. It's the personal brand story. It's all encapsulated into one clear document. And so by using this document, going into your Google Docs, opening up dictation, and just starting to talk, in 2 to 3 hours, maybe over 1 to 2 days of recording sessions, you will have this built out inside of here. And this will absolutely supercharge your ChatGPT. You'll take this transcript, you'll add it into your GPT, you'll have it save it to its memory, and from there on out, you will always leverage your personal brand story document and your S.I.N offer documents inside of everything you do for content creation. This will allow you to automatically generate 30-day content plans for every single month, help you launch new ad creatives, write the copy for your VSLs and your web pages, hone in on your DM messaging process, and rewrite your entire sales scripts. And we're going to provide you guys down below in the description prompts for how to use this to do all of those things, plus the download to the worksheet below. So if this was helpful, you now have your weekend project. Go out there, do your dictation, get your entire offer story out there, then use the prompts below to rebuild your entire coaching system. Again, this is our little gift to you for free. We do this one-on-one with all of our clients in the first week of the program. Usually this allows them to see a 2 to 3x increase in their revenue in just those first 1 to 2 weeks after, simply piggybacking off of this S.I.N offer framework and this new personal brand story that has been uploaded to their GPT that completely overhauls their entire process.